Very busy last night in the WTOL 11 weather centers. We were tracking some more strong storms last night. We're kind of doing a copy and paste for today, just a little bit different as far as timing goes.
Very different. Last night was the overnight threat for strong to severe storms. Today, it's all about the afternoon hours. Our morning round of thunderstorms and downpours is clearly now over with, and we are so glad that you are joining us here on WTOL 11 Plus. This is an exclusive update, and one of the reasons why you have this app on your TV so you can see exactly what's happening and get the very latest updates here. Now, next few hours, not expecting much to change on radar, at least through about the lunch hour. And again, we had those pretty powerful thunderstorms last night. Look at the reports from as far south here in Toledo, only had a wind gust of about 45 miles an hour. We'll take that. We're glad we don't have anything stronger than that. But numerous severe thunderstorm warnings, even tornado warnings at times in Lenawee and Monroe County. No confirmed touchdowns, but certainly did have spin in the atmosphere last night with reports of winds as strong as almost 70 miles an hour at Detroit Airport early this morning. Now, that makes it the 7th severe weather event we've had already this spring. This afternoon is going to make it number 8. Let's look at some of the video of those previous events that we've had. From the bottom right corner of your screen, the flooding of the Portage River, the Maumee, and many other tributaries. Of course, on the bottom left-hand side of your screen, you see those trees laid down. That was the Saturday before Easter EF1 tornado that ripped through the heart of Defiance. And how about just as recently as Monday evening, that thunderstorm in the upper right portion of the screen? What a time lapse that is of widespread wind damage across the Toledo metro, gusts over 60 miles an hour. And then the latest round, the thunderstorms that rolled through early this morning, the latest in what has been an incredibly active severe weather season already. And it's only the middle of April, and I think we are staring down what is likely going to be another chance, in fact, a very good chance for strong to severe storms. Here's what I'm watching right now. It's this storm complex that's in parts of eastern Illinois now. You look at that and say, it doesn't look like much right now, but it's not about where the storm is right now or what it looks like. It's all about what it's headed into, and the environment ahead of this cluster of thunderstorms is becoming ripened to help these thunderstorms expand and become stronger over the next few hours into the early part of the afternoon. In fact, let me pop up the storm energy map. This isn't overwhelming. When you get into the summer season here, if you look at our legend, you get up into the reds and it becomes incredibly high. But we don't need much with the way the jet stream is aligned today. The winds inside the storms are going to be able to what we call mix down or be pushed down to the surface. And it's those stronger winds higher in the sky being pushed down. Oftentimes that create microbursts and straight line wind damage. And again, it's not where the storms are right now, but how is the environment evolving and changing? Well, over the last 3 hours, you can see how the storm instability is increasing across northern Indiana and northwest Ohio, even parts of southeastern Michigan, only increasing the threat for strong to severe weather. Right now, the Storm Prediction Center has a slight risk in place. I would not be surprised to see them increase those chances for strong to severe storms as we go through the hours of today. So our hour-by-hour forecast, we're going to get to that in just a matter of moments. Obviously, some very warm air in place. We have meteorologist Kaylee Bowers here joining us. And Kaylee, why don't you walk us through a little more of what to expect with these thunderstorms this afternoon?
Yeah, Ryan, so the big thing that you did mention just a moment ago was the time frame. When and where, who's going to be impacted as far as these strong showers and thunderstorms go. So we're saying as far as the timing goes, between about 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock this afternoon into those evening hours. So 2 to 8 p.m. So if you're picking the kids up from school, if they have ball practice, ball games, if you have afternoon dinner plans tonight, yeah, be prepared. We might be dealing with some of those strong storms that could be impacting those games, could be canceling them, could have that rain delay as well too. So 2 to 8 o'clock, that's when you need to be on alert. The biggest threat, once again, those strong winds. That map that Ryan just showed you as far as storm reports go, So we got lucky overall here in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan as far as storm reports go. We're going to continue to monitor that as we go on throughout these next several hours as far as the potential for severe weather goes. We're going to continue to see some strong winds, but also some large hail possible and that chance for a brief spin-up tornado. But right now, radar is quiet for most of us, especially after a very active day we saw last night and also early this morning. And Ryan just showed you this. As far as the Storm Prediction Center goes, this is what tells us who has the higher potential for severe weather. And Ryan, I completely agree with you. I'm surprised we haven't had that enhanced risk just yet. But regardless, something I always say, don't get too fixated on the colors, whether it's the greens, yellows, oranges, reds, or the pinks. Anyone has that chance for severe weather going on into this afternoon, also into this evening if you are outlooked under that color. So let's get right to your hour-by-hour forecast, what to expect for the rest of the day. Lunchtime, we'll see those clouds stick around, that damp, muggy feel, and a few more showers will start to push on in. Lunchtime, we start to see some of that heavier rain. Parts of Hillsdale County, parts of the tri-state area in Michigan, Ohio, and also into Indiana. Just a little bit of some of those moderate rain showers start to pick up. I want to fast forward just a few more hours by 3 o'clock. Again, picking the kids up from school, getting ready for practice, for ball games, whatever your plans are. It depends on where you are, but you can see a good portion of our central counties seeing those bright colors, those yellows, oranges, and reds, indicating some more stronger storm development. And that's right in time frame with that 2 to 8 o'clock time frame. So fast forward later on the evening commute, still some more scattered showers are possible. I still think we could see a few more showers develop between about 5 to 7 o'clock. And then after that, we're done with at least this round of severe weather, but more strong storms are possible going on overnight into those early morning hours for Thursday. But luckily, we will get breaks as far as the severe weather goes. So 2 o'clock tomorrow morning, some more scattered showers push on in. By 6 o'clock, we get a break from some rain, but it's very off and on as far as these rain chances go. We're going to continue to see some more on and off chances going on into tomorrow. But then after that, getting a break from severe weather. So again, time frame 2 p.m. to 8 o'clock this evening. Strong storms, strong wind gusts especially. We could see wind gusts possible up to 70 miles per hour. So it's the same song and dance we saw yesterday and earlier into the week. Strong winds, that large hail, and there is that chance, like we saw in parts of Monroe and Lenawee County early this morning. A tornado warning certainly not out of the question. So of course, the WTOL 11 weather team has you covered both on air and also online. All this heavy rain could cause some minor flooding in certain areas. I want to look ahead towards these next several days. Thursday evening, so a little over about 24 to about 36 hours, we could see anywhere between about ½ an inch to an inch of rain on top of what we've already seen. Very saturated soils in some parts of the area, so flooding definitely could be an issue. Looking ahead towards tomorrow, the entire Buckeye State is under that level 1 marginal risk. So we have that chance for some more strong storms going on Thursday. Friday, we get a break from severe weather, but we already have issued another alert day going on into Saturday as the entire state once again is outlook for the potential for some stronger storms. So you want to have your devices fully charged, have that ringer turned on also for Saturday because it's going to be a very similar setup. Strong winds, large hail, and that chance for a tornado. So we're going to continue to monitor as far as this alert day goes on into Saturday. And you'll also see it's going to be pretty mild as we're forecasting temperatures staying in the 70s and also staying into the 80s, but then changes are on the way going on into the weekend. I mean, like I mentioned, Saturday, stronger storms, milder temperatures, but then as this front pushes on through, temperatures will be cooling down. I want to highlight your extended forecast real fast, and if Ryan has anything else that we want to mention as far as the forecast goes with this alert day, here's that cool down right there going on into Sunday. We're dropping back down to the 50s, but we also dry out. And look at the rest of next week. Not too bad, right? On and off clouds and clear skies, temperatures gradually warm up. So it's really kind of okay, we got severe weather, mild and humid conditions for these next several days. Next week, it's feeling a little bit more like spring. So this week, it's kind of feeling like that lion. And then next week, kind of feeling more like the lamb. So now that's saying in like a lion, out like a lamb. I'll tell you what, spring is certainly here. So Ryan, we're going to keep you guys posted again, both on air and online as far as the severe weather goes, because there's a lot going on with these strong storms on the way.
There is, and Kaylee, I heard you mention talking about Saturday and that weather impact alert day for you. So here's what the Storm Prediction Center has out there. Now, the timing of this cold front's moved up just a touch. That probably takes us, if that trend were to continue, would take us a little bit more out of the threat for severe weather. But as of right now, we are smack dab square in it, probably on the early timing of this one. But if you got family and friends that live in Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati, maybe give them a first heads up for any weekend plans that they might have. There's a good chance that we are going to get some of those strong to severe thunderstorms. I wanted to go back and show you what's happening right now, big picture, because today is the focus for our weather impact alert here. It's this cluster of thunderstorms I'm watching most closely. This is called an MCV. It's a mesoscale convective vortex. It's in eastern Illinois, and it usually is a really good sign that that is going to be the focus point of severe weather. If you can get this to show up and be visible like it is right now during the morning hours, what you have to do is you have to project it into the future. And this makes forecasting for severe weather easier than sometimes it can be. But if you just draw a line of where this has been and the direction that it's headed, it's pretty easy to tell. It's pretty much on a crash course with northwest Ohio and maybe even southeastern Michigan if you were to just keep this going on the same track that it's been working on. So what does that tell us? Well, biggest thing is we're going to have lift in the atmosphere. Lift is how clouds are generated, how thunderstorms bubble up. And not only do we look at where this is right now and where it's going, look at how the environment is changing. Earlier, I mentioned the instability in the atmosphere and how we do have some sunshine that's fighting out over the skies of northern Ohio, central and northern Indiana. There's still plenty of clouds, but things are starting to warm up as well. Let me get to our temperature map. That's probably one of the biggest things that we haven't shown for you yet, because this is going to be important. And boy, do you see some of these numbers increasing. Still 68 in Toledo, but now just approaching the 11 o'clock hour, it's 74 in Fort Wayne, 75 in Indianapolis. And something tells me that if we were to go ahead and take that temperature map, and I'm going to go ahead and do this. So I want to put that temperature map in there real quick so you can see not only do we have the temperatures warming up as I was just mentioning, but I also want to go ahead and throw in the wind direction, because the wind out of the south is what we would look for that warmer air to be advecting in or moving in. And there it is right there. Okay, able to pop that up for you. So latest update now up to 77 in Indianapolis, and look at where our wind is coming from. So let's do a little bit of locating where the ingredients are. We have our MCV, or our lifting mechanism, here in eastern Illinois. We have the atmosphere warming ahead of it, and as these two things collide, see where the hand placement is? Starts in parts of eastern Indiana and then quickly moves into western Ohio. And that's why kind of ringing the alarm bells a little more than sometimes we do, because I feel very strongly that we are going to face some widespread thunderstorm development by early on this afternoon. Is it going to be the biggest or strongest storms we've ever seen? No, but is it something that could really interrupt your plans for later on this afternoon? Yeah. Is it happening about the time that kids are getting let out of school? Yeah. So that leads to some complications. And I know some worried parents potentially if those kids are going to be walking in the thunderstorms or riding the bus during these thunderstorm time frames as well. So just want to give you a heads up on this complex, the MCV that's going to come basically right along Route 24. Our latest hour by hour forecast on this does continue to highlight 2 to 8 p.m. So here we are. This is 12:30. Notice there's still nothing happening, but we do have that southwest wind that's bringing in warm, moist air. That's what these thunderstorms feed on. It's what they need to grow strong or severe. As we advance the clock, here we go at 2:30. Some of these thunderstorms are now starting to grow up, and these could potentially be severe in nature by this time in the afternoon. And I do expect they're going to come through at about a 45 to 50 mile an hour clip. So they're going to be booking it across northern Ohio. Even once this first wave ends, If it comes through like what we just saw there and places like Findlay and Putnam County, Upper Sandusky and Tiffin, let's say for some reason you are missed by that first initial wave, there's a pretty good chance we're going to see more thunderstorms developing into the early evening hours. So that's that 2 to 8 p.m. time frame that we have, but the initial wave 2 to 5 p.m. is potentially going to have some of the worst or the most widespread severe storms. Storm Prediction Center has us in that slight risk for strong to severe weather, but again, would not be surprised if we see this upgraded before it's all said and done. We are doing this to keep you on top of a weather impact alert day. Myself, meteorologist Kaylee Bowers here as well. Kaylee, additional thoughts on what you're seeing out there as we tick over officially to 11 a.m. on this Wednesday morning?
Yeah, Ryan, the big thing that you did mention, and I mentioned as well too, is we're thinking of the kids getting off the bus stop, getting ready for practice. Sure. That's going to be the main time frame we're really thinking about right after school, between that 2 to 3 to 4 o'clock time frame. But it's between about 2 to 8 p.m. that we're really watching that potential for those stronger storms. So now's the time to have your devices fully charged, have that ringer turned on, and of course that WTOL 11 weather app. You, myself, Davis, Chris, and also John will all be here throughout the day to keep you safe and keep you informed as well too. So we'll keep you updated as we go on throughout the day. And
we certainly are not discounting any chances for severe weather. The way that this season has started off for us here, I've been with WTOL 11 now for 15 years, and I think that this is probably the quickest start to the severe weather season that we've seen now. This afternoon, potentially our 8th round of severe weather already this season. And we know we're going to have more where that came from potentially as quickly as Saturday, our next weather impact alert day. And you can count on us here in the WTOL 11 weather team to keep you on top of it. So for meteorologist Kaylee Bowers and myself, thank you so much for tuning in. You better believe if warnings, watches are issued, we're going to be right back here on your TV screens and in the palm of your hand with that WTOL 11 weather app. And if it warrants, of course, over on WTOL 11 as well. Hope you have a great rest of your morning and afternoon. We're going to be talking again with this weather impact alert day when those thunderstorms start erupting. Have a great day.